off today and welcome to another episode of the Side Quest. Today's beer is Focal Banger, and the last beer I did for the Side Quest was Heady Topper, and I did that fairly recently, so I still have the flavor profile in my head, and I wanted to see how this one would compare. Now, a lot of people that I've talked to, especially at beer shops, say they liked Focal Banger more than they liked Heady Topper, and I can't wait to see how good it's going to be. Like I said in the last video, still not a huge fan of IPAs, but I will try them and hopefully my palate will adjust to the bitterness. Now, I've also heard that this beer is more bitter or more hop forward than Heady Topper, so it's gonna be probably a bumpy ride for me. I'm not too intimidated, I guess. I can't wait to see how this goes. This beer is 16 ounces. It is 7% ABV. And this is made by the Alchemist in Vermont, Waterbury, Vermont. Or I think this is actually made in Stowe, their second location, the newest location. And this was canned on March 17, 2020. So not too long, not too old. It's been about, I think, about a month and a couple days. So this is gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna open it up, and I hope it's gonna be better than Heady. So. Let's pour this out. I'll see you right after this. Was a great pour. Again, it kind of looked a lot like the original, not the original, but it looked a lot like Heady Topper, to be honest. Kind of smells almost the same too. Very good hop aroma just from the pour itself. This also says drink from the can, but like all the beers I drink on here, that's in the glass. Just so I can get a better smell coming off of the beer. So let's take a look at it. It had a really nice fluffy white head. Actually, a lot of it, so that's pretty interesting. It kind of settled down to like half a finger's worth, but before it was like maybe two, almost the same like Heady. It has a nice golden color as well. It is a little bit clearer, or I can see a lot more particulates in this one. I don't know what it is exactly, if it's yeast or if it's hops or something, but I can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it on here, but yeah, like there's like a bunch of little specks in here. Hopefully that doesn't change the way I perceive the beer, but yeah, very hazy as well, but that's kind of what I expected coming out of the Alchemist for this style. Let's get a nose on it. This one smells really good as well. Really good hop aroma, a lot of like citrus notes, but it's not as intense as Heady, I guess. I feel like Heady had a little bit like stronger citrus smells. So let's try it out. Cheers. I know I was saying before that this beer might be a little bit more bitter based on what other people have said and based on like the IBU counts and the description that this is going to be a little bit more hop forward, but I don't know if it is or if I can't pick it up. So it's still bitter, don't get me wrong. It's still a bitter hoppy beer. I just don't know whether or not it's more bitter than Focal. I kind of feel, more bitter than Heady Topper. I kind of feel it's somewhere up there. It's almost the same, but the bitterness to me is I don't know. Like this is not like too much where I'm just gonna pour it down the drain. It's almost the same as Heady, and it's still pretty good. It's not that bad. It's either that or my palate is changing, like I'm getting more used to the bitterness, but I doubt that's it. It's only been a few days since that last beer, since the Heady Topper, I filmed it, so it's probably not that. I know Heady Topper was a double IPA and this is just a regular IPA, but I don't know. I feel like this is a little less bitter, or I'm tolerating the bitterness more in this beer. But as far as the beer goes down great, kind of smooth. Not as malty. There is no maltiness associated. Like I associated more maltiness with Heady Topper than than this. This is more, I'm getting more of the hops, getting more of the bitterness from the hops than this one. But that's not a bad thing for me. I like both, and I guess maybe this one, because this one's least or less bitter than Heady, I'll probably be inclined to pick this one over it. Body on this beer is thin, I guess, medium thin. It doesn't taste thick at all. It's sort of almost regular, like a regular beer. Nothing like a thick stout or anything like a barley wine or something more viscous, I guess you can say. But other than that, it tastes pretty good, at least for an IPA. I think I'm gonna have to agree with a lot of the other people I talked to about Heady Topper and Focal Banger. This is probably the better one. Yeah, definitely this is probably my favorite one over Heady Topper. So I want to say thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Focal Banger is definitely my favorite beer from The Alchemist.